Welcome back to Bible Quizzes. We got another 40 questions for you guys, so let's get started. Number 1. What led God to cause the flood in Noah's day? Great famine, wickedness of man, or the Nephilim? Wickedness of man. Genesis 6:5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. 2. Who was set to be destroyed with the earth? Humans, animals, or all flesh? All flesh. Genesis 6:13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. 3. Who was to destroy the earth? God himself. Genesis 6:13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. 4. Who found grace in the eyes of the Lord? Noah, Enoch, or Methuselah? Noah. Genesis 6:8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. 5. What structure did God instruct Noah to create? Ark. Genesis 6:14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. 6. What was the ark's length in cubits? 400, 200, or 300? 300 cubits. Genesis 6:15. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. 7. What did Noah do when God instructed him to make the ark? He was afraid, he questioned God, or he obeyed. He obeyed. Genesis 6:22. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he. 8. Which kind of wood was used to make the ark? Gopher wood, acacia wood, or cedar wood? Gopher wood. Genesis 6:14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it without and without with pitch. 9. What was the duration of the rainfall on earth during the flood? 365 days, 40 days, or 45 days? "40 days. Genesis 7:4. For yet 7 days, and I, God, will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. 10. How many stories tall was the ark? 2, 3, or 4? 3. Genesis 6:16. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above, and the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. 11. What did Noah first build after leaving the ark? Altar. Genesis 8:20. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took a very clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. 12. How many people enter the ark? 12, 10, or 8? 8. Genesis 7:13. In the selfsame day entered Noah, and Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. 13. What material did they use to make the ark water resistant? Woven reeds, clay sealant, or pitch? Pitch. Genesis 6:14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. 14. What was the ark's breadth in cubits? 40 cubits, 30, or 50? 50 cubits. Genesis 6:15. And in this fashion which thou shalt make it of, the length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. 15. Where did the ark settle at the water's decrease? Ararat, Sinai, or Horeb? Ararat. Genesis 8:4. And the ark rested in the 7th month on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. 16. What was full of violence, heaven, ark, or the earth? The earth. Genesis 6:13. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. 17. Who shut the door of the ark? Noah, the Lord, or angels? The Lord. Genesis 7:16. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. 18. How many of each clean creature was Noah told to get on the ark? 7 pairs, 2 pairs, or 3 pairs? Seven pairs. Genesis 7:2. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. 19. How old was Noah when the flood waters covered the earth? 700, 500, or 600? 600 years old. Genesis 7:6. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. 20. What token in the cloud did God establish as a covenant with Noah? Bow, star, or shield? Bow. Genesis 9:13. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. 21. At what specific month did the ark rest upon the mountains of Ararat? 5th, 6th, or 7th month? 7th month. Genesis 8:4. And the ark rested in the 7th month on the 17th day of the month upon the mountains of Ararat. 22. How many days were the floodwaters on the earth until they subsided? 150 days, 160 days, or 165 days? 150 days. Genesis 8:3. And the waters returned from off the earth continually, and after the end of the 150 days the waters were abated. 23. Which creature did Noah use to determine if the waters had subsided? Sparrow, dove, or eagle? Dove. Genesis 8:8. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. 24. What was the dove carried when it returned to the ark for the second time? Olive leaf, fig fruit, or palm branch? Olive leaf. Genesis 8:11. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. 25. What was the ark's height in cubits? 40, 30, or 20? 30 30 cubits. Genesis 6:15, and this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. 26. What action did Noah take after exiting the ark? Offered burnt offerings, planted a vineyard, or gathered stones? Offered burnt offerings. Genesis 8:20, and Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. 27. After the flood, what food did God permit to Noah and his sons? Fruits and vegetables, fish and vegetables, or all things except blood? All things except blood. Genesis 9:3-4. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. 28. What is the life of all flesh said to be in? Blood. Genesis 9:4, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. 29. What commitment did God make about the seasons day and night? Not cease, 4 seasons, or seasons are brighter. Not cease. Genesis 8:22, while the earth remaineth seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. 30. What does God require if a man's blood is shed? Soil cursed, life of man, or harvests failed? Life of man. Genesis 9:6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made he man. 31. How long did Noah live after the flood? 350 years, 450 years, or 400 years? 350 years. Genesis 9:28, and Noah lived after the flood 350 years. 32. What was God's reaction to the scent of Noah's offering? Anger ceased, joy renewed, or sweet savor? Sweet savor. Genesis 8:21, and the Lord smelled a sweet savor. 33. What stopped the dove from remaining outside when it was first sent from the ark? The wind strong, no resting place, or total darkness? The no resting place. Genesis 8:9, but the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. 34. How long did Noah wait to send the dove out for the second time? 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days? 7 days. Genesis 8:10, and he, Noah, stayed yet other 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. 35. How many times in total did Noah send out the dove? 2, 3, or 4? 3. Genesis 8:8-12. 1. Also he sent forth a dove from him. 2. And again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. 3. And sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. 36. What factors in Noah's story ensured life's preservation and ongoing existence? God's covenant. Genesis 8:21, and the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. 37. What consequent event did Noah's burnt offering prevent? Earth's curse, another flood, or divine wrath? Another flood. Genesis 8:21. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. 38. Who were the first to exit the ark after the flood? Animals, Noah's family, or the birds? Noah's family. Genesis 8:18 through 19. And then Noah went forth, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kinds, went forth out of the ark. 39. How many of each unclean creature was Noah told to get on the ark? 7 pairs, 2 pairs, or 3 pairs? Two pairs. Genesis 7:2. Genesis 7:2. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. 40. What role did Noah's family play after the flood? Survivors, repopulators, or wanderers? Repopulators. Genesis 9:1. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And that's all the questions we have for today. So remember, put your score down below in the comments, then share this with your friends and family to compare your scores. Then we'll see you in the next one.